Okay, so obviously the 2.6 banners are going to be live at the time of this recording. Most likely already going to be live or going to be live later on this day, depending on the time in which you live in. That being obviously Acheron and Aventurine. I've already made an Acheron build guide. I need to make a Aventurine build guide, which I will be doing. It'll be updated. But what we need to discuss is we need to talk about the 2.7 banners, which will most likely be releasing on the 3rd of December. So right now, at the time of this recording, it is the 12th of November. We got about 3 weeks before 2.7 releases, and with that, obviously, we'd be getting Sunday and we'd be getting Fugue, who are both very, very good units. So jumping over here to the roadmap, we have this is like completed version 5 is going to be released. That is going to be the end of the updates for these two characters with beta testing that the devs like to do. So, there's still some minute changes that they could do. Obviously, we got Fugue here, and then we got Sunday. We can look at the most recent updates. We can see here with Sunday for his E1, it is stating that whatever character you use your skill on, they're going to be ignoring 20% of the target enemy's defense, whereas their summon or the being that they bring forth onto the field, and they have like a little taskbar image, like it'd be over here on the left hand side, would be ignoring 40% of their defense. So very, very good for units such as Numby and Lightning Lord. Whereas Fugue, we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff. Like a very basic rundown. I mean, the skill is pretty much what you need to be looking at, is that you'd be granting Phoxian Prayer to one ally, and then they are going to be entering into the Torrid state, which is lasting for 3 turns. Obviously, it's going to be reducing by 1 turn. Phoxian Prayer only takes effect on the most recent target of Fugue's skill. Very good. That was obviously different because everything is highlighted. Green is the most recent up to date compared to red, which is deleted, but we're not really going to be looking at that. Obviously, character with Phoxian Prayer has their break effect increased by 40%. 2 things you need to know is that Fugue is going to be mainly used for break teams, and very unfortunate, I know, for a lot of people, because she is a Nihility character, and everybody was super excited. You can see right here, Nihility, that she was going to be good for Acheron teams, but that is just not going to be the case. Whereas Sunday is going to be an imaginary Hominy character. Very, very good for lots of main damage DPS teams, mainly for, I would say, either follow-up attack teams, which he's actually surprisingly pretty good at, hyper carry, or for characters who summon other entities, like I said, such as Numby and such as Jingyuan, who is actually surprisingly really good. So, are they really going to be worth it? Honestly, I do actually think Sunday is probably going to be more worth it than Fugue, just from the basic information that I've seen and showcases that I have personally seen and that I have put out there. Sunday is going to be very, very good, especially for you Jingyuan users. He's going to make Jingyuan like really, really shine, and he's going to make other characters look really good compared to what they have looked like in the past. One other thing that I do think is worth mentioning is that supposedly on the 19th, so about in a week-ish, like a little bit less than a week, Homscat predicts that we are going to be getting 3.0 drip marketing. Now, that's definitely something to keep in mind, just because it's good to know what other upcoming characters we are going to be getting, not just the most upcoming patch, but future characters that are going to be coming out. Now, honestly, the character that I do think that is going to be coming out in the 3.0 patch is going to be Skrullum. I do think we are going to be getting Skrullum. I think he is just the most logical next option that is going to be coming out. We do have a lot of information about the leaks on his kit. There has been a lot of leaks for like the real version of Herda, but I think that it's a little too soon for that. Maybe we'd be getting Herda, I would be saying 3.1 drip marketing. But Scrollum I do think is going to be next. But between honestly Sunday and Fugue, I do think Sunday is actually going to be worth it. I know personally Sunday is going to be my main target for the next 2.7 patch. He makes a lot of units really good, whereas comparison Fugue just makes break effect teams really good and a little more fluid and just nice. So that's going to be good for characters obviously such as Firefly and Boot Hill. But if you do not have either of them or only one of them, yes, she could add value to your account. But overall, I do think Sunday is just going to be providing more value to an account, and also for longevity purposes because he is very splashable on other teams. So I do think that Sunday is going to be like the Giga Chad.